What's up, baby? Y'all know who it is. It's Insane Duchess. I'm here today. I have a special guest, Miss Califah. So she's going to be here talking with us today, and we're going to just talk about, you know what? Should you, is cheating a deal breaker? Should you leave? Should you stay? Is it a deal breaker? So Miss Califah, come on in and tell us. Yo, let me set the scene for you. You and your dude out, y'all on a date. Some girl walk up to the table and she's been messing with him, and she gets to throwing drinks in his face and turning over y'all food and just acting real ignorant and irate. What do you do? Take us from there. What is your reaction?
Well, my initial reaction would be to, ma'am, please stop assaulting my food. I'm trying to eat. That would be the first thing. I'm offended that you just flipped my food over. We got some problems. But then I would want to actually get down to the bottom of what's going on. Who is this person? Was this a ongoing relationship you had with this person? Was this a one night stand? This your homeboy, girlfriend, sister? Like, what's going on? What is it? And at that point, that's when I would then decide whether or not it was a deal breaker, because we have to first look at the fact that cheating has dynamics. Certain people feel like cheating is liking somebody's picture on Instagram.
Yeah,
Other people feel like cheating is, flaunting the girl, going out with the girl, or, some people feel like the intimate part, the actual sex, is the cheating. So we would have to first
define.
Have that defined and established within our relationship to first know if it's a deal breaker. So at that point, for me, the cheating is for me, the cheating is actually it's not the deal breaker. The actual intimate part, that's not the deal breaker. The even to maintain a relationship, because in order for you to have maintained a relationship, that means I ain't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
It didn't shake or affect my household. It ain't affect or shake what we got going on. So, that wouldn't be the deal breaker. For me, it would be the lying. The why do I not know about her? Why is she so confident in her position in your life that she can come and shake my table? That's
right, food and everything.
We got the problem if this woman is coming over here. Like, no, you don't do that. And then you clowning all in public and doing all, no. So, that would be my biggest thing would be, what is it with this situation? Who is this woman? How does she fit in this situation we got going on? And why does she feel like she can come and disrupt my food?
That food thing is really that food thing is really sitting serious with you, sis. I understand it would be the food for you.
I would like to share my food, let alone I'm food with my children. No.
Okay, so let's further define this cheating, right? So then you ask your questions, and they both give you honesty. They've been sex partners for the last 6 months. He's helped her out with a couple of bills. He's dropped her off and picked her up. And they both understand that it never was going to be a relationship. They just had a situationship, kind of like an entanglement. Do your views still stay the same?
To know that the situation it's been ongoing, there's something that needs to be done about that. There is no ongoing, something would have to be done about the ongoing part. And then the portion of it for me would be, sis, you got him helping you with this and helping you with that. When you gonna come babysit? Okay. Like, sis, you doing too much. You all up in my mix, and I need things too. I want an off day one day. Like, why you ain't just tell me? Like, what's going on? So, I'm just more so I'm big on honesty. I'm big on honesty. I'm big on transparency because I can't nowadays. People are crazy. People are
Exactly.
crazy nowadays. You got people
Exactly.
putting a woman, chopping women up and putting them on barbecue pits. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
how vulnerable does that make me that you're dealing with a woman and I don't even know who she is. I don't know nothing about her. I don't know that she exists. And she know everything about me and what I got going on. But this woman could, just like she came up in here and shook my table, she could come to my house, she can come to my
And take
job.
my life. Exactly. Or
You
my
know,
children's life.
yes, you putting everybody in danger with it. So that would be my biggest thing is to get down to the bottom of that. Now, at the point that I feel like, okay, now we where the deal breaker comes in at is, like I say, is the lying part. But in
Mm-hmm.
order to overcome that, it would
Mm-hmm.
have to be a lot of transparency. There would have to be, I don't know. I think I would dig into this woman and be asking her some questions. Like, I want to know, like,
Yeah.
how y'all meet, where y'all meet at? How did this come about? Started handing you money and things for stuff. Like, I know how sex happens, so I ain't gotta ask you how, but I can ask
Yeah.
you like, when and where y'all find time to do that? Like, what was he doing? Because I know he got the job and I do too. So
Yeah.
So I think that would be my next. I'm trying to dig into what's going on. How did this come about? Where did I fall short? What made him step out of our relationship to even want to mess with you or talk to you or deal with you? Was you the
Exactly.
aggressor or was he the aggressor? Like, I need to know this because that would definitely determine the next step in what I
Mm-hmm.
do. Because we talking about somebody that we talking about somebody that you building something. You got family.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You you're not only breaking up and you have children involved, not only affects you, but
Yes.
it does affect them. So it's so much to this that, we can't
The
just say cheating a deal breaker. But what is cheating for you? What's involved in this deal? For us to have
big.
a deal that's broken. Hello, have a great day. Um, what's involved, what all is involved in this deal that we are actually breaking, you know like, because the one thing I know, I have to say like this. Nowadays you got a lot of poly type
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on and
Relationship.
get
Exactly.
more into that type of stuff. Well, for me, I was brought up in a poly family before poly was a thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My father had 6 children by 6 different women and was married to
Exactly.
one of them the entire time. So it's like, but for me, my mother and my father were best friends. They were never
Mm-hmm.
in a romantic relationship growing up. But my dad had a key to my house. You know, my my
Yeah.
mom my mom could call him for anything, and it didn't have to be for me. It could be for my other sister. It could be,
Mm-hmm.
and, uh, my mom and my stepmom at one point in time hung out together and all this kind of stuff. Once it was established that, hey, lady, I don't want your husband. Like, we just got a kid together, you know.
Yes.
So,
And that's what,
go ahead.
yeah, and that's where it takes the road, I guess. The understanding, most people, I like your train of thought and I like your grown woman stance on this because that's exactly how you have to look at the situation with a grown up mentality. You can't just figure out, oh, he's cheating. Oh, I'm gonna put him out the house and everything else. Especially like you said, when you're building, that makes sense. But when you go to the different power relationships, you have to have an understanding with your spouse. You can't take it upon yourself that this is, or your spouse or significant other, that this is how I'm going to live, and that person's just going to ride the wave with me. It definitely doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. It takes a lot of communication, understanding, and like you said, the whole friendship thing. And being that's what I said, I wanted to talk about issues that affects our community, because in the Black community, what you just spoke of is very rare for the parents to get along, and there's another wife and the other children's mothers and everybody just living their life, and nobody's fighting, no drama, everybody's raising the children like a village. That's definitely my lifestyle, and dating, since I've been divorced, it gets hard when the ex-husband comes around. The new boyfriend automatically feels threatened, because being African American, the ex just don't come around and chill and spend holidays. That's unheard of in our community. You know, comes definitely a deal breaker. I was told before in a relationship, it's him or, and I'm like, well, it's definitely him. This man has been in my life for years. It's definitely him. Like, it's not because I want him, it's because you don't understand. Buried my mama, I buried his mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much in the game that don't even concern you at this point. So definitely it's gonna be him. Like, it's no offense to you. You know, so poly relationships are definitely not the norm in the African American community, which is a breeding place for a lot of drama, heartache, despair, when there's no acceptance for how people are going to live. You know, so my mom used to say, either somebody love you or they don't. And sometimes it's not the fact that somebody doesn't love you. They just chose a different route. But y'all still can love each other within that relationship with choosing a different route. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. And I definitely think understanding and being grown is the best thing. But what I situation, just because somebody had sex with somebody else, I definitely wouldn't. But I'm in full agreements with you on the whole trust being broken, the betrayal. You've been with this person for 6, but where you been? Like you said, I've been working. You were supposed to be at work. What happened? How y'all wind up getting to a sexual money, or you get the money out of joint account? Where you extra money from to give this chick when I still need some things? So it was definitely
yes. We got a problem.
Yes. And are you her my money? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking money out the joint account? Hello, where's this money coming from? And I did like the fact that if this chick got some extra time, why can't she come and babysit? If we're gonna be a village, why can't she help out? Because I got some things I need to do as well. She can come over here and watch the kids.
And not have to take the 2-year-old. Can you watch the 2-year-old so I can go to the nail? That'd be great. Like, you know.
So I guess we can kind of narrow it down to where we're gonna say discuss it. It could be an option. Don't cheat on me. Discuss it, because it could be something that we can work out.
They've been doing this hall pass thing. I don't know if you saw it. It was a movie or something like that. Yeah. And that's been one of the things too. Like, people are, you know, it's a hall pass. We ain't together for this week or this weekend or whatever the case. Oh, you're going to Vegas, so we ain't together. You got a hall pass while you're in Vegas. You know, stuff like that. And that type of stuff too. Like, that's the same thing. That's you having a conversation with me, saying, "Hey, I'm about to go and hang out with the boys," and instead of me being in my feelings and being worried about, oh, well, what is he doing while he with the boys? Hey, it don't matter. Be safe. Here's a box of condoms and have a good time. You know?
I was definitely about to say that I wouldn't be mad either at a whole hall pass situation, long as my partner is being safe, considering our family, our life. Because definitely I can use a hall pass. I got a little wild streak to me, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that hall pass because I would like one too. So let's go ahead and give each other hall passes. Decide how many we gonna give a year, maybe 2, 3 a year. Let me go out here. I want to see the world just like you, baby. And that's something men have to realize too. Hey, we're not saying that what you do ain't good and what you doing ain't enough. So we want to see some new stuff too. Just like y'all want to see some new moves. Hey, we don't mind seeing a few new moves. So I give you a hall pass.
For the most part, we're not interested in physical interactions with people anyway.
Exactly.
Most grown women who are aware of themselves, aware of their bodies, aware of what's going on around them, they're looking to share their goodies with anytime they can have it. It just ain't happening. You know, yes, take me out for a drink. Let's go have dinner. Let's go, go to a comedy show or whatever. But no, I'm married. I'm not doing that. It's I've had guy friends before, and just like the situation you went through, where your ex was the deal breaker. Oh, hold on, let me move. Hold on. Yeah, just like with your ex being the deal breaker in a situation, I've been in situations like that too because I grew up with brothers. So I was the baby. I'm the baby. So I got used to at a young age just being around guys and being around older guys. Cause my the one brother that would babysit me the most, he's about 15 years older than me. So this I'm a little different than some women. I actually enjoy hanging around guys and doing guy stuff,
Exactly.
I said that to say that, I've had a situation where because I have a guy friend, he must want to sleep with you. He trying to get you. You just acting like you don't know. And you just acting like you acting like you acting like. And no, I'm not acting like you. I don't put it past somebody that if I was to put this thing in their face, they might not try to take. Okay? But the thing about it is, we are grown ups. We adults. Like everything ain't about that.
Exactly.
Everything ain't about that. That's not the driving force of my dad.
Exactly.
Who's trying to get in my drawers? Like, no.
Right? But I will say on the other end now, being grown as well, I do understand that it's not about having a lot of sexual partners or different sexual experiences. But if you're a person that have a high sex drive and your main purpose for wanting to have a hall pass is if you decided that you wanted to just go on and give it up, put it in somebody's face. It's okay. It's okay.
That's the point. That's the purpose. That's the point of having transparency, that trust, that honesty. Because then somebody comes to you with something, you can say, "Oh, I know she did that. I know she did that. Her crazy ass did that." But then, yeah, you could then decipher like, no, that don't sound like something that she gonna do. So I'm gonna investigate that one before I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's back in the day. They used to take time to get to know one another.
Exactly.
That's my biggest point. I deal with regularly in a situation I'm in currently is that, we got to take time to be friends. We got to get to know each other as friends. Like, on that level where I can trust you to tell you anything. But if you can't build on a friendship level, how could I ever trust you with my emotions? How could I ever trust you with my, with my thoughts? You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when I do get into these moments where it's like, oh, you just getting on my nerves. I just want something new. I'm tired of you. You know what I'm saying? I can't come to you and say, hey, XYZ is getting on my nerves. So can
Yeah.
you know, or hey, I'm the type of person I like my personal space. I like my alone time. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, I want to be by myself sometimes. Like, hey, give me some space. Can I have the day? Just
Exactly.
go find something to do and let me be here in my space by myself. You know,
Mhm.
and I don't feel. I want to be able to feel safe to tell you that, and it not turn into a, oh, you're trying to break up with me. Oh,
Girl,
you want to fight?
yes.
Oh, you know, like
Tell
nah, none
my
of that
story.
stuff.
Just tell my story. Yes, I'm
None of that stuff.
currently going through
You know, I just want to sit in the mirror. I just want to look at the man in the mirror for a little while without you being
it.
here. That's it. You know, so yeah, it's a lot.
And to
It's a
kind
lot.
of, it's a lot to consider. And to piggyback off of what you're saying, to prevent the cheating situation, just to get a little personal with my own life at the moment, um, it's the younger generation, the guys, and I always date younger guys, they're different because they are in this generation and era of, oh, you can feel, back in my day, oh, they didn't feel. Men just kept whatever they was going through as a man, they just kept it and held it on their chest. And
Yeah.
these young boys, baby, they not afraid to feel. They have their menstruation be on, they be
You
all
know,
in
I
their
thought it was just
feeling.
me. I thought that was
No,
just me.
like if you go to them with the poly conversation or the hall pass conversation, oh, I ain't good enough. Oh, what I'm doing ain't putting it down right enough. What somebody else could do it. It's not about none of that. It's just about my freedom as a woman and wanting to be able to have this option if I wanted to take it so I don't cheat on you. And I'm being honest and open with you, and you're punishing me and getting mad at me for doing what you asked me to do is be honest with you. Yeah, girl, these younger ones, they took a different class, honey, because older men, even if they was hurt by you, you would never know it. They would be silent and probably cry with their homeboys. But these young boys will break down crying right on you now. They'll start crying and, oh, you don't think I'm good enough? And I'm like, wait, I'm an old chick. Hold up. This ain't the class
Yeah,
I took.
yeah, yeah. No, man, and it's not just the young ones. I'm gonna tell you, because mine's is old. He almost
Okay.
50. Almost 50, and yeah, he cried quite
Yeah,
often.
men are,
Like, like my
yeah,
daddy ain't. I don't know what this is. What are we doing right now?
yeah, exactly. They got
Okay,
feelings.
and feelings are fine. Feelings are fine, but I've never seen where it been like with women, we get in our emotions and you get down, and it'll take you a little while to get back up, and you just
Yeah.
kind of like, well, and like you said, they be on their mistress. Like when did men start having these weeks of this?
And they shut down completely, completely. Sorry, you don't know what it's like to be depressed, but still have to watch the baby, or still cook, or still bring them to school. Sir, I can't waddle in my feelings. I have a life. Get up. Like,
This
okay,
is
I said what
why.
I said.
Yes,
Let's
this
go.
is why that young lady gonna have to explain to me, how did you get that you feel like you could come stake my table? Like, do you know what I go through on a regular every day? I work 16 hours on Friday, Saturday, and then I still have to come home and be mom. Is you crazy? Is you crazy?
Yes.
You don't even know how stable I am to be over here Christmas
Shaking the table.
steak to
Okay.
the table. That was the most thing Kate said
So
ever
look,
said. I love
we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and say, look, we're not saying cheating is a deal breaker. We're saying have the discussion. Have
after
the
the
discussion. Figure out
no.
where y'all going to go there from there. I thank you for speaking with us today. on Afro Transparency. I always love you. Your babies are beautiful. I always follow you. You've always had an amazing spirit and personality since I met you, 2015 or something? I've always wanted to work with you, and I always said we're gonna do something. So now we finally did something. We got to do something next now, baby. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Oh, it's no problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. It was a great conversation. Until I'm gonna have you back now. You got to come back. So until we have you back, girl, be blessed and take care of them beautiful babies.
Will do. Thank you. You do the same.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.